Happy morning, children. Welcome to online class. Today I take the topic Unit 4 Air. Composition of air. First, composition of air. From Priestley experiment which has followed by Ingenhouse and Rutherford. We came to know that air was not just one substance. We will now describe what air is made up of. This is called composition of air. The major component of air is nitrogen. Almost 4/5 of air is nitrogen. The second major component of air is oxygen. About 1/4 of air is oxygen. In addition to nitrogen and oxygen gases, air almost contains small amount of carbon dioxide, water vapor and some other gases like argon, helium, etc. The air may also contain some dust particles. The composition of air is terms of percentage of its various components can be written as follow. Nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, 1% carbon dioxide, argon, water vapor and other gases. The composition of air changes slightly from place to place and also from season to season. For example, air over industrial cities usually has a higher amount of carbon dioxide in it than the air over open spaces. Air in coastal area may have more water vapor than in land areas. Air also contains more water vapor in rain season. The amount of dust in the air is more in windy places than other areas. Next, test for the presence of dust particles in air. You might have seen the sunlight entering in a dark room through a narrow slit and making shiny dust particles dancing merely on the path of sunlight. Actually, the air in a room always contains some dust particles, but they are so small that normally they are not visible to us. When a beam of sunlight falls on them, the tiny dust particles become visible. Shall we do an activity to calculate the amount of dust particles in air from your area? Take a graph sheet using marker pen. Draw a 5 into 5 cm square on the graph. Apply a thin film of the grease on the graph sheet. This sheet will serve as dust collectors. Make 4 or 5 graph sheets. Discuss in the whole class as well to place the dust collectors, how long they collect dust particles and place the dust collectors in agreed position. Ensure that the dust collectors do not get blown away. After the time schedule for performing this activity is reached, remove the paper and count the number of collect dust particles in the marked area in all the sheet. Using a magnifying glasses at the dust collector, we can see something similar to the diagram below. Then calculate the mean number of dust particles in the marked area. Mean equal to total number of dust particles on the collector divided by number of squares on the collector. The range of the dust can also calculate as the given below. Range equal to maximum value minus minimum value. Next, Test for water vapor in air. Take a few ice cubes in a glass. Keep it on the table for a few minutes. Observe what happens. You could see tiny droplets of water all over the outer surface of the glass. From where do these droplets comes? This water vapor present in the air condense on the cold surface of the glass. This show that air contain water vapor. Today homework. Draw the diagram. Composition of air. Thank you, my dear students.